So maybe you want to hire us to take care of your YouTube fully like we've done for countless other people, but here is the 4-step process to fully repurpose your content just like the pros do. So let me get straight into it. Number one is target. You need to find out which 3 platforms your target audience is on exactly. For example, if I'm trying to target older people, I'm typically targeting Instagram, Facebook and LinkedIn. If I'm targeting younger people, I'll typically be targeting Instagram, TikTok and YouTube. You see how it's kind of different here, but only you can pick out which 3 platforms they are. Now, here's a trick. When we go on to number 2, which is Metrical, which is an app where you can schedule everything at the same time on all platforms, you can count all the short form platforms as one. For example, if you just upload one video to Metrical, Metrical will automatically upload it to TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, everything. So you don't even have to worry about short form content. Just figure out specifically what 3 platforms they're on. And then we'll go into more depth. From there, what podcasts are they watching? Who are they? Like, you need to find out where your competitors are and start to reverse it from there. For example, here on this diagram, which I'll go into more detail later, this top line is typically podcasts. If you can find out where your target market is in terms of podcasts, what podcasts are they watching, and you can find out how to go on there, or even better, you can find out how to go into the comment section and type in certain things that will make people click on your channel. That's when you really would have mastered this first step, which is targeting. So you need to find exactly where your target audience is, because later on, that's when we're going to repurpose your content to target them, and we're going to distribute it on to everywhere they could be. If they're on 3 platforms and you only create content on this one platform, we're going to distribute it out to hit them exactly on these 2 platforms as well. Now, let me explain this diagram a little bit. So take these arrows as forms of production, forms of content production. The largest arrows mean it takes more effort and it takes more time as well. So as you go down, it takes less time. As you go up, it takes more effort. For example, the top line could be podcasts, 40-minute YouTube videos. It could be, very long pieces of content, but that also build up trust, but they also take a lot of effort and a lot of time. Now, moving down, this is where you repurpose. For example, this is typically where I operate at. This second line here, it doesn't have to be like a second line, but this second line here is typically YouTube. 15-minute videos, 10-minute videos, and the ideas from here can be taken from your podcast, your longer type of topics, or if you skip out this thing because you're way too busy and like you don't want to go on podcasts, or you don't feel the need to, or you can't, or you don't know how to find podcasts, and you go straight to the YouTube, that's where we create the scripts for you and the ideas for you based on what will convert your target audience. But then from there, now we've handled this arrow completely. We've taken off all of the effort, we've taken off all of the time. We send you the script, you record it, completely finished product sent to you, uploaded, converting in leads for the rest of time basically. What do you do from there? This is where I'm gonna upload the source to you so you can download my source. Anyway, from YouTube straight into the next slightly shorter sequence, which is obviously, as you probably know, short form clips, right? That's the main thing. Now you can go crazy with what type of content you can make from YouTube. You could even upload the transcript. Okay, this is where I'm going to give you the source. Either you can upload the transcript straight from this level and go into ChatGPT and make some tweets for you, LinkedIn posts, stuff like that for you. Or you can take the short form clips, upload their transcripts and put it into ChatGPT and get it to create tweets for you, blah, 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 blah. Go crazy with it. It's not just shorts. It's not just tweets. It's not just LinkedIn posts. It can be anything you want. And then the last one typically is stories. So from your posts, this is like the written post, is stories. But as you can see, it's not just podcast, YouTube video, short form clip, tweet, and then stories. It can be anything. It's just longest, longer, long, short, shortest. That's just how it goes down. And the more you can add steps to this, that will hit your target audience and that will be shown to your target audience because you know where they're hanging out, the more you're going to be able to build trust with your target audience, because now they're seeing you on multiple flat platforms. Now you're building up credibility across different channels. Now you're seeing what will work for you, because YouTube works for everybody, but for some people it works better, for some people it doesn't. So by using different channels, maybe it's shorts, maybe it's tweets, maybe it's just YouTube. You can see which works for you, and then you can start to double down on it, just like you do for ads. So now, number 2, metrical. I've already talked about this. I'll let you set it up yourself and check it out yourself. But once you've mastered targeting, once you've mastered this funnel, that's when we can move on to planning, which is actually planning. Okay, I'm gonna go on to 1 podcast a month. I'm gonna give it to Addy. I'm gonna tell him to come up with 4 ideas from it, from my podcast, which he's gonna send to me. From there, I'm gonna ask him to send it to my clipper. And this is where we come into delegating. You need to find roles that can fulfill all of these. Now, for us, we only offer the YouTube role. If you've got a guy that gets you on podcasts and the podcast guy does all of the podcast stuff for you, but you've got a guy that gets you on there, or he's your producer and he sends it to me, bam, I've automatically taken care of this level. Now, if you find a clipper, which by the way, if you're interested in this, do DM me. I've got clippers, I've got multiple clippers, I've got multiple ghostwriters as well I can put you in contact with, just DM me. But if you have your own clipper, get them to message me, bam, or I'll message them once I've finished the YouTube video, bam, they've already created 30 shorts in a month. 30 shorts in a month from you having to do nothing. Then tell them to message it to your ghostwriter, bam, straight away, it's everyday tweets going up, everyday LinkedIn posts going up, bam, from there, the ghostwriter uploads it to your story as well. Start selling stories. You know the 9-word email sequence. If you don't know it, it's okay, but it's basically a sequence that gets people to reply to you. It's just a simple, hey, do you need help with this? Check out this post I made if you do, stuff like that. But that is how you can get the most bang for your buck. Literally, targeting is the most important. That's why it's number 1. You want to get the most out of your time, and you want to make this as effective as possible. So why not take the time to figure out where your attention should be going? There's no point uploading on TikTok, genuinely. Even though it's easy with Metrical, you could literally just, Metrical is an app, by the way. You can literally just connect your TikTok. There is no point. Would you rather have a TikTok account with 10 followers on it? Say you've got a YouTube with 100k followers, 100k subscribers. You look really credible on YouTube. Then when they check out your TikTok, you've got maybe 1.3k followers on it and like 200 views per video. Or would you rather just not have a TikTok at all? This guy's like, oh, he doesn't have TikTok. I respect that. Which one would you rather have? So it's really about targeting. You want to double down and you want to get great results with where your target audience is. You want to put the effort and with as little time as possible, which we can do for YouTube, because everybody's on YouTube nowadays. Everybody's on YouTube nowadays, but not everyone's on TikTok, not everyone's on LinkedIn. So you got to find out where are we going to get the ideas from? If you want us to create the ideas from scratch, we can do that. But from where do you want our YouTube videos to go into play? This is where repurposing comes into. Do you want our YouTube ideas to go into tweets straight away? Or do you want them to go into TikTok videos? Do you want them to go into LinkedIn posts? You know, and it's all up to you. That's how you plan. And then it's into delegating. Like, it's literally about, can you find someone that writes amazing posts and that has common sense and that they know how to convert a YouTube video into a short form, into a tweet, you know? But this is what's gonna make you as efficient as possible with your time, and it's what's gonna make you kind of like omnipresent in terms of where your target audience is hanging out. Yeah, if you like this video, like, subscribe, because I'm putting out content every week, and if you want it to pop up on your page, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you soon.